Coachman. I'm Todd Grisham, and here comes Steven Richards.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 235 pounds, Steven Richards.
What are you doing, asking a question? You do not know who it is?
Well, he looked over here. I didn't know if he was looking at you or at me. What was that about?
Brother, like I've said before in this very hour, nobody even knows you exist.
Maybe that's why he was looking at me to try and determine who I was. Boom.
I saw him lip-sync something like goof. I didn't know that.
International
And
icon.
from North Carolina, weighing 228 pounds, Matt Hardy versus
International icon. That is what you hope to be someday.
Well, what constitutes being an international icon? Because I might already be one.
Well, I think you're more infamous than you are famous. Taking that in,
I don't know if I take that as a compliment or not. I know Matt Hardy and Steven Richards are known the world over.
They are.
That goes without
For
saying.
obvious reasons.
True.
Why are you known the world over? Who knows? Now, why exactly do people know you? Because of your charm, your good looks, or is it because you're mean to people sometimes? You know, you can be known for good things or for bad things. You can be infamous or you can be famous. But one thing we do know is that Steven Richards is not a happy camper, and I'm not exactly sure why.
Version 1.
I know it's been at least a month since we've seen Steven Richards even come close to a remote smile.
He's angry.
He must be angry every single day, every single minute.
You're still upset, I'm guessing, about Victoria leaving?
Yeah, you know, all guys get upset for a while, but we know that chicks are dime a dozen, kid. There's got to be something more than that. There's got to be something more there. I just don't know what it is.
Well, maybe Stevie Richards met the love of his life. Have you ever met the love of your life and had her leave you? Or maybe I should say, have him leave you?
Oh, you got a million of them. A chick leave the coach? Please, kid.
Never happened. And you've always been this attractive. Some people grow into being good-looking.
Always. The coach has had to live with this burden for a long, long time.
It's going to come back and haunt you, I promise you that. Stevie Richards, Matt Hardy, two very evenly matched superstars. Coach, I want to get your predictions here for Backlash. Can we do something where I just run down the card and you just give us your prediction?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay.
As Matt Hardy version 1, by the way, dominating. Look out. It already upset Steven Richards.
Boy, going for the early win. 1, 2, and Richards rolls out there. All right, our first match. Edge versus Kane. Who's going to win?
Kane.
Lita versus Victoria for the Women's Championship. Oh, a quick roll-up again.
Lita used to be my partner here on Heat. Never liked her. Got to go with Victoria.
Victoria's going to retain then. Tajiri versus Jonathan Coach.
Come on, get the coach. Victoria's going to 4-3.
I think you may be the only person who's picking Jonathan Coachman to win that match.
Bet on the coach. Bet on the coach.
Chris Jericho versus Christian and Trish Stratus.
Come on, that's a no-brainer. Move on.
Let's hear it.
Christian and Trish Stratus.
Okay, I just want to get you on the record here. Ric Flair versus Shelton Benjamin. That should be a great one.
Come on. 16-time world champion. Give me something tough.
Mick Foley versus Randy Orton. Speaking of tough, it's no holds barred.
Well, I think Mick Foley's going to abuse Randy Orton. I think.
Oh, a neck breaker.
But I do think that Randy Orton somehow comes out of this no-holds-barred match still the Intercontinental Champion, but will never be the same young Randy Orton again after Backlash.
The final encounter. Triple H. Chris Benoit and the Heartbreak Kid.
I give Chris Benoit credit. Won at WrestleMania. The odds are so far stacked against him this time. Triple H regains the World Heavyweight title, moves on to another long title reign.
There you heard it, Jonathan Coachman's predictions. And this one may be over. Stevie Richards when Matt Hardy kicks out.
You know what I predict for this match? I predict that Steven Richards will defeat Matt Hardy version 1 and will leave yet again with a scowl on his face. Will go eat dinner by himself. Will go back to the hotel by himself and go to the next town by himself, because that's what Steven Richards does.
What do you think would make Stevie Richards happy? He's got to be searching for something.
Well, there's a lot of things that can make him happy, but I don't know exactly what would make him happy inside. There's the exterior stuff, sure. There's the stuff that can make you physically feel good, but what makes your soul happy? What makes the inner Stevie happy? That's something only Steven Richards knows.
Were you a psychology major?
Well, you know, I did a little
touching.
bit of this.
That was touching.
I was a psychology minor at the university.
You're all about the outside, I thought. I've never heard you come up and say, you know, this girl's not that attractive, but on the inside she's beautiful, and that's all that matters to me.
Well, it's not something I like to talk about. It's a side of the coach a few people get to see. The hot chicks get to see it, but very few other people get to see it.
Matt Hardy sending Stevie Richards into the corner there and going for the clothesline, but, going for the sleeper hold here. Sidewalk slam, and Stevie Richards hurting here, 2, and no, a 2 count.
You know, we mentioned evenly matched superstars. I think that's exactly what we have in this match as well. Matt Hardy, obviously we know what he's done over the course of his career. Steven Richards has been around for a long time also, but they've really gone 2 completely different paths to get here.
Explain.
I just did.
2 completely different paths to get here.
Matt Hardy was a tag team specialist for a long time.
Okay.
Steven Richards has always kind of been on his own. Pin teams up with Victoria. Everything come full circle for both men.
Well done. And Matt Hardy. A clothesline in the corner. The Bulldog. And Steven Richards may be out. Hook of the leg. 2. No. Mike Chioda so close to getting that 3rd count down. And Steven Richards, that same look on his face, but this time I think it's because he knows he's in trouble.
Well, I think you could be right. I really don't know at this point what Steven Richards would have to do. And again,
Matt Hardy, 2, no.
At this point in the matchup, you got to go for as many covers as you can. Both guys are worn out. That goes without saying.
Matt Hardy, version 1, going to the top rope, but Steven Richards gonna meet him there. And I don't think they're going to have a conversation.
I don't think Steven Richards is accustomed to being on the top rope. That's not a place that Steven Richards wants to be.
Matt Hardy's been there several times, thousands of times, and here he is again. A big leg drop on Steven Richards right on his head. 2, no. What's the guy got to do?
Well, maybe he's going to do it right now. I don't know what else he can land on Steven Richards to finish this guy off.
Steven Richards reversing it. No! Going for another cover. Hook of the leg. No! And like you said, each one of these athletes going for as many covers as possible. Sooner or later, one of them's going to work.
One of them has got to stick.
Setting up the twist of fate there. Didn't work out for Matt Hardy. Going for it again. No! There it is. And if this doesn't do it, I don't know what will. 2, and that does it. Matt Hardy with an impressive win.
Here we go, winner, Matt Hardy, version 1.
All right, the countdown is on. Backlash is upon us. I hope you're ready, Jonathan.
You know the coach is going to be ready. It's going to be a big night in Edmonton.
For Jonathan Coachman, I'm Todd Grisham. We'll see you at Backlash.